It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, he'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 6-0 our score after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone.
That was a good play, bro. That was actually a good play. Good job.
And a Patriot touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Bravo. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Brady. It's complete. James White. And a fast footwork by White. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Cousins to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. To Michelle on the screen. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Opting to run again here with White. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 4, check 4.
At the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Cousins. Steps away to his left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Wait, set. 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Jam.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Wait, set. 53. 54. Right, 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Devlin will try to power it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Hey, we're good.
Back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Cousins now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.